Everyone is chasing higher salary. And while it's good to an extent, will that alone make you rich? I am CA Vijay Kedia, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about a basic economic concept which will help you to understand why salary alone cannot make you rich and what you should be doing to create wealth for yourself. First, let's discuss why you cannot rely on salary alone to create wealth. First of all, higher salary comes with a higher stress, right? So if you're chasing higher salary, you will have to work more, deliver more, right? That will increase your stress level. So you can't keep on doing that year on year because that will take a toll on your health, and you can't keep on doing till like the usual retirement age of 60, 65, right? So that's not feasible, right? So that is one limitation, that there is a limit to which you can go. Not everybody can earn that 50 lakhs, 70 lakhs, 1 crore kind of salary, right? So and even if you reach there, and if you want to stay there for long, you need to keep giving your 100%, more than 100%, right? So that will increase your stress level. You cannot keep chasing it for very long. There is a limit to which you can go. When your income increases, right, your lifestyle expenses also go up. Your salary became double, but is your saving getting doubled, right? Or maybe you are aspiring for a bigger house, a nice car, and things like that. So that additional increase in salary does not necessarily translate into the savings. You see that people get fired all the time. So I say that higher your salaries, higher you are at the risk of getting fired, right? Because the MNCs who are paying good money, they are paying you because they need you. But the moment they don't need you, you get fired, right? Then companies go bankrupt, and you hear all kind of things, right? The startups were paying crazy salary, but when the things go downhill, then they start firing people. So you should never become too comfortable with your salary. That alone can make you rich. So the relying on salary alone is never a good idea. So you need to build assets which can generate passive income. Now we'll discuss an economics concept called factors of production, which will help you understand why salary alone cannot make you rich and why you need to invest to create wealth for yourself. Let's understand what is factors of production. So factors of productions are the things which you need to start and run a business, right? So first of all, you need capital if you want to start a business, or it's required to run your day-to-day business. Land and machinery is where you set up your factories, your offices, where that work can be performed. And then you have labor who will be actually doing that work in that factory or offices, and which will deliver values, goods, and services, and which can be sold, and a profit can be generated, right? Now, see who gets what, right? So land and machinery, if it's taken on lease, you pay rent, or there is a fixed, if you are buying, then there is a fixed cost which you are paying for this land and machinery, right? Labor gets wages, right? So for the work which you are performing, you get wages. So we are, when you're working as a salaried person, you are a labor and who is getting paid wages for their work, right? But what does capital get? Capital gets the profit after deducting all these expenses, right? So for example, if the profit is say 1000, right, and you are paying for land and machinery you are paying 300, for wages you are paying 200, who gets the remaining 500 profit, right? So this 500 goes to capital, right? So person who is invested in that business gets that profit which is remaining after paying your fixed expenses and your wages, right? Say next year that profit becomes 1500, right? And this land and machinery, that fixed cost might not change, it might even remain 300, right? Labor, maybe you get an increment, and that wage might be 220, right? The expenses are still 520. Who is getting the remaining profit? So remaining 980 is going to the investor who has invested in that business. So you see here, right? if the profit increases, right, your wages will not increase in the same proportion because wages are driven by the demand and supply. If you have more people who are ready to offer that services for that same salary, you will not get higher wages, right? So the companies will not pay you higher salary. But if the company's profits are increasing, the shareholders, the investors will be rewarded. So the profit share will increase, the stock prices will increase, the companies will give more dividends, right? But as a salaried person, you get your normal salary or maybe some increment, nothing beyond that. So this economic concept is very important for you to understand that you as a salaried person there is a limited scope to create wealth, but as an investor there is no limit to which you can go. Now you understood that the person who puts his capital in the business gets share in the profit, right, and which has unlimited potential. But how to become an investor? There are two ways to do it. Either you start your own business with your capital, or you become part of an existing business and put your capital in that business, right? So when you're investing in stocks, when you're or maybe directly or through indirectly, you are buying a part of that business. You are becoming a participant in that business. You are becoming a shareholder in that business. And when the company grows, right, you grow with that company, right? Your investment grows with that company. So you don't need to work directly to make money there, because people are working. There is a management who is taking care of running that company. There are employees in that company. There are machineries, and they are all working for you, right? Because you have become a shareholder in that company, and that company is growing, making profit, and you're getting that part of that profit either in form of stock price appreciation or in form of dividends. So this is a very basic concept where most of the people don't understand. They think that stock market is some kind of gambling, but it's not. You are becoming a part of a business, and you are becoming a business owner. Though you are a part owner, but you are an owner of that business, right? So, and that's very important. You either own a business directly or indirectly through stock market investment. Otherwise, it's very difficult to get richer just based on your salary. So, somebody who is earning 1 lakh and saving 50,000 and investing it in through mutual funds or through stocks may be in better position than someone who is earning 2 lakh and is not saving or investing. Slowly that companies will grow and your money will grow with that, right? So I'll give you an example, right? So for example, now you see that consumerism is everywhere. There are quick commerce. Anything you want can be delivered in few minutes, right? So people are spending, economy is growing. That's good. But just think, who is making money in all this, right? So you saw that earlier when this food delivery or quick commerce companies came, they were giving a lot of discounts, right? And there was no hidden charges. Now all the discounts are gone. They charge platform fee, some handling fee, but still people are using it, right? Because they are habit forming, and once people get used to it, they'll continue using it. So they are spending money. But people who have invested in those companies, people who have started those companies, the entrepreneurs, the people who have invested in that companies through buying shares, they are actually making money, right? Consumers are just spending. So we are living in a capitalist economy, right? So it's up to you to decide which side of that game you want to be. Whether you want to be that consumer who is spending, or you also want to be that investor who is investing in those companies and getting a share in that profit, right? So that is a very important concept which you need to understand. So what you need to do to create wealth for yourself? So my advice is look for opportunity, right? Look for opportunity as an investor. The example which I just gave you, quick commerce, food delivery, they are habit forming, right? So people, once they get habituated, they'll continue spending on that. Those companies will continue to grow, and if you are part of those companies, your money will grow. Keep your eyes open, right? So, for example, fast fashion brand, right? So there are companies who are coming up with fast fashion brand. They are attracting youth. People are spending money, and those companies are growing. So people are discarding clothes like anything. Like sometimes they use it once and twice, they discard, and then they buy new fashion or new design. I'll never do that, but I keep my eyes open and I try to observe what is happening around me. So I see that trend that okay, people are spending on fast fashion, and though you are not supporting that trend, but you can benefit out of it. Invest in those companies who are making profit from that spending, right? Similarly, healthcare. So you know that India is the diabetic capital of the world. Heart diseases are increasing at an alarming rate. And while I try to keep myself healthy, I eat healthy food, I do exercises, but not everyone is doing that. So healthcare business is going to go up and up. So nowadays you go to hospitals and you see the kind of bills they generate, right? So that is a business, and it will keep going up and up because of the trend which you're seeing right now. So become part of that business, invest in that business, and make money. So keep your eyes open, observe things, and based on that, make your investment, become part of that business to grow your money. There is no other way to get richer. And if you keep doing that, in 10, 15 years, with the magic of compounding, you will reach a stage where annual growth in your investment will be more than your salary itself, right? And that stage is called financial freedom. And that is the stage you can achieve only as an investor, not as a salaried person. So this is something I wanted to convey through this video. I hope you like this video. If yes, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not done already, and do share with your family and friends who also might benefit from this video. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.